As I live and breathe.
As you live and breathe, sir.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Improv Gaming, Tuesday's episode here on youtube.com/improvgaming. We're done. E3 is settled. It's done. It's over.
It's over.
It was good.
It was good.
Not great.
Not great.
Not bad.
Not bad.
It was good.
Yeah. No, there wasn't really any terrible moment.
No, it was just, it was
okay.
Things could have been worked on. Things could have been better.
It was a thing that happened.
It was a thing that happened.
It was a thing that happened.
That's exactly it. But I know what you're wondering is you're excited for the God of Wars. You're excited for Crackdown 3. You're excited for Spider-Man. I know you are. But what do you do after?
They already played Spider-Man. It's called the Batman Arkham series.
You know, I was talking to my buddy at work, and he was like, "Are you excited for Spider-Man?" I was like, "Finally!" So I'm talking to him about it, and he was jazzed up, and I was like, "Yeah, you know, Nick's not a fan." He goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "It's an Arkham clone." He goes, "How is that a bad thing?" He goes, "It makes more sense. Spidey has Spidey senses. Batman just magically knows when somebody's attacking him, and you cannot defeat that point."
That's not the point.
The
point that I'm making, the point that everybody should understand is Spider-Man should not be treated disrespectfully and cloned after another character, especially a DC character. Treat him with a little more respect than that.
Well, if you want to hear our arguments about Spider-Man, Jesus is there a lot.
I'm a bigger fan of Spider-Man than I am of video games. So, just treat him with respect. Don't give him the same kind of treatment that I... No, you're good.
I feel there's buzzing. But no, you can check out all our Sony and all our E3 stuff here on the channel. We do the pre-show, post-show, and live conference. A lot of people loving Nintendo, though. A lot of people loving that Nintendo.
I don't understand the Nintendo conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why they love Nintendo so much. It wasn't... I got to be honest with you, Pete. It wasn't that impressive to me.
I know.
Was it that impressive to you?
I mean, it was great to say, hey, Kirby's coming, Yoshi's coming, Metroid's coming, RPG on the Switch is coming, you know? But it was like, cool. And we knew Odyssey was going to get a release date. But besides that, there was no... Besides Metroid Prime 4...
There was no surprise.
Well, Metroid Prime 4, but there was... just in development. No developer. Is Retro working on it? We don't know. So it's very interesting on that.
No surprise in that, it's the same shit that Nintendo would have done if the Switch wasn't released.
Yeah, true.
You know
First
what I'm
parties
saying?
all day. Well, Rocket League was a nice little thing.
Rocket League was probably the biggest surprise, but still, it was like, of course Rocket League's coming to the Switch. Why wouldn't it go to the Switch? Because that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Rocket League is everywhere else, and it's an indie developer. Therefore, the company
the
that
Nindies
started,
are going to get it.
Yeah, the Nindies are definitely going to get it.
So now, E3 is over, and everybody's wondering, well, what do I do now? So, Nick, I'm going to tell you what I've been doing.
What have you been doing, sir? Because I hear rumor that a certain somebody has been playing a certain game versus a certain other game.
Oh, my goodness.
A demo.
Did you play that?
I have not, but I hear rumor that you have, sir.
After we record, I want to. You're downloading and playing it.
Yeah,
like here.
Is it now? It has to happen.
Like right after we record. It's if you don't know, I'm talking about the story mode demo for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So much so, I'm really debating on buying the $200 collector's edition.
You're insane.
Yes, I know.
What comes with the $200 collector's edition?
What doesn't know? It comes with 4 6-inch statues. So you know my Kratos statue at the house? About 4 of those of Mega Man, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, and Chun-Li. Besides that, you get a box of the Infinity Stones with an LED light.
That's kind of cool.
And a steel bookcase, and then all the DLC characters and all that stuff.
Okay, interesting enough.
I
wouldn't spend $200 though.
Would you have spent $150?
No.
What would you spend?
I would just buy the game. I don't need all that clutter around. My days of buying collector's editions are done. I'm done. All right? I'm done. Second Son was the last collector's edition I bought.
My last one was Horizon.
Yeah?
I don't know if you know this. I platinum Horizon. I also platinum Tekken 7. But no.
Are you 0 for 3 yet on Tekken 7 yet?
No, I'm actually 5-0.
You're 5-0? Are you really?
Matches.
All right. Now I'll give you the crown of undefeated. Now. Okay.
You heard it here first. No,
but the moment that you're defeated, you have to tell us. That's the stipulation. All right?
I'll never play in the game again. I will retire on top.
Bullshit.
But so I played that, and it was a fantastic demo. Wow. I was going to record it, but there was a lot of box scenes you couldn't do, so trying to figure out a way around that. But beautiful. Oh, is it a beautiful game? My God. And I would think you would get 1 or 2 matches in. No, you get a gambit of people. You play as Captain America. You play as Chris Redfield, Arthur. You play as Dante, Rocket. You play as all these different I was like, wow. And
That's
there's
cool.
a story going while it's happening. So
yeah.
you're like, wow, this is like very, like, I was very impressed. And it really turned my whole, like, thought on it. I was like, man, I could really get back into a Marvel vs. Capcom game.
Yeah, I love Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love Marvel vs. Capcom. I always have. Funny story. The way I got started in it was, remember I was telling you how me and my boys, we used to play Street Fighter all the time. So they got into Marvel vs. Capcom on the PS3, I believe it is.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3? Probably not.
I think so, but I think it was 3 Ultimate.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
I think so.
Okay.
I believe it was that one.
Can you get that on the PlayStation Network right now for $24.99?
That's when I got into it. Like besides the arcade days, besides the 2D arcade days, but that's when I got into it in the home console because I love the fact that they transitioned to kind of like this 3D pre-rendered environment, and that's why I was very angry with Street Fighter 4 because it was so slow, and I was just like, you could do this as fast paced. You don't have to slow it down. It's the same fucking thing as Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't know why you didn't do it. Anyway, that's my little funny story plus Nick rant.
Nick rant. Okay. So I've been playing. I played the demo for the story. Definitely check it out. You can get it on the PlayStation Network free. We're gonna play it right after the work. Nick, I'm telling you.
What else have you been playing?
And then Nick, I said, I got to start pre-ordering my stuff.
What a psychopath!
So I pre-ordered Horizon, the DLC.
The DLC.
Got a nice.
You didn't get the expansion pass?
The season pass?
Yeah.
No, I just. It was on sale. It was only $14.99. You could still get it for $14.99.
Why wouldn't you get the season pass?
Because the only thing I want from it is the story.
Yeah, the expansion goes with the season pass.
Yeah, but too much Horizon is too much. No. But
this is the guy that thinks that this is the best game ever.
I didn't say ever, just right now. So I did that. Got a nice little avatar. So if you go and you can add us on Improv Play, don't forget, see Charisma. You'll see my nice little Aloy, new, not the Riddler anymore, Nick. I changed it up finally, and she looks badass.
Okay.
And then I said to myself, I'm missing another pre-order.
Did you refer to yourself as self, sir?
Of course. I always talk to myself in the third person. And I said,
You didn't say Pete. You said self. You said self.
Self, what are we going to do next? Well, you're correct, Self. I pre-ordered Life is Strange.
Of course you
the
did.
The deluxe bundle.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're kind of looking for an apartment, Pete. I don't know if you know this.
Oh, you'll get mad at me at the next
but
game.
you're apartment hunting.
So I got the deluxe edition, which is episode 1 through 3. You also get the bonus episode. You get a dynamic theme, which, yes, Nick, my dynamic theme is now Life is Strange.
Of course it is. Because that's a thing that exists. So therefore, Pete has to have it.
So I got the deluxe edition. But was that it? I said no.
No, of course not. Why would that be it?
After you pre-order all the games you want to play, there's one thing you have to do and say, hey, from now until about August, there's no big AAA games coming out. There's no first party. My first party game is going to be Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I've already decided.
All right.
So I said, what can I do but play my backlog? So there's an amazing E3 crazy sale going on the PlayStation Network.
Okay.
And I picked up 2 games, Nick.
What games did you pick up?
I picked up The Evil Within Deluxe Edition. So
the original Evil Within? Mm-hmm. You never played it?
Nope.
Okay.
So all 3 DLCs with it and the game. Very stoked about that.
Okay.
And I also picked up, which I've started to play, Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Okay.
All for $26.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, that's better than the $200 price drop you just had. I was actually on the verge of picking up ARMS.
I was debating, too.
I was on the verge, but they didn't have any Joy-Cons. The paired Joy-Cons, they only had individuals. I was like, you see, if you had Joy-Cons, you would have gotten me for ARMS, the Joy-Cons, and a memory stick. But you got me on none of them. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, but, keep better stock in your store, and then maybe I'll buy shit.
Nick, you're expecting a baby. You got to watch out with buying so much stuff. No, but I actually started playing Wolfenstein. That's going to be my first game I'm playing. And I'm enjoying it very much.
Are you?
The game came out in 2014.
Okay.
A very long time ago.
It's not that. It's only 3 years. Pete.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, plenty of time to prepare for Apartment Hunter.
And I was worried because a lot of people said the first hour was very like, and I was feeling it like that. And I was like, all right, I see where people are coming from. And then the game opens up, and I was like, this is a game I could really get behind. And it was funny because I'm playing. I was like, oh, okay, enter the chapter. I feel like I've gotten pretty far. And then after an hour and a half, it finally comes up and says Bethesda presents Wolfenstein, you know. And I was like, damn, they're doing the credits an hour and a half in. But I'm on chapter 2 now. There's 16 chapters, and you can play it another way if you do a certain thing. So I don't know if I'm going to replay it. I might platinum it. I'm not sure. I got the platinum bug, but you know that. So I figured if you have nothing to do after E3, you pick up some games, especially check out the Marketplace and the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, with all the E3 titles that are there.
I mean, I also almost picked up, and I know you're going to hate me on this, Arkham, the Return to Arkham.
Oh, okay.
For the Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
I don't hate the Arkham games, Pete.
I know.
I just hate that the Spider-Man is going to copy the same fucking formula.
That's only $20. You can get Destiny, the whole thing, all the DLCs, even the most recent one, Rise of Iron, $30. Almost picked up Destiny.
Didn't you play it already?
Yeah, but I felt the torrent to come back. GTA 5 always on sale. And then, yeah, there's some great ones like Wolfenstein's in there. Skyrim was in there. Battlefield was really discounted, only $24. Like, a lot of good games. So if you didn't hit a lot of stuff that you wanted to play, Nick, this is the time. It's right. This is the calm before the storm.
Before what storm?
The winter storm and Horizon. No. But no. And, I mean, from fall now all the way to about April or May, it's games, you know? Every month there was always a big title, if not more. Look at last year with Watch Dogs, and you had Call of Duty and Battlefield 1. And then in January, Resident Evil 7. Then you had Horizon. Then you had Mass Effect Andromeda, Wildlands, Legend of Zelda. Then in April, you had Persona. Then in May, you know, Injustice, Tekken. Like, every month there's a big game coming out. Prey. But we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah. What a big game.
But you have all these games, so now between the end of July into August, September, you really had that break. So it's a time to really just get into that backlog. And that's what I recommend to everybody. Check out sales and everything. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself with New Order.
I peered into my backlog, and I was very disappointed.
What was your backlog,
My backlog was Prey, because I was excited to play it. Now, I hadn't played the original, so I decided to pick up this recreation. They can't see any of that.
It's the thought that matters. So I let you borrow this game.
So yeah, Pete let me borrow the game. Because it matters. Really? I'll just put it back here just out of spite.
By the end of the video, I'm going to move it up front.
So Pete let me borrow Prey. And I played about, 45 minutes of it. And I was fed up.
Like I told you.
Horribly fed up. I was just like, this just doesn't feel right. Now, I'm hoping that after a few hours, it'll feel right. Because a lot of times you'll say that you don't like a game, but I'll like a game. Or a lot of times I'll say that I don't like a game, but you'll enjoy it. You know, sometimes there are still plenty of times where you and I are on the same page. And I was playing this game, and I was like, shit, Pete might be right. I was like, fuck, I might have to agree with him on this one.
And I loved the beginning. If you remember,
I hated the beginning.
I loved the beginning of Prey.
I hated the beginning. I liked the twist in the beginning. No spoilers, but I liked the twist in the beginning. But you kind of saw that coming from all the E3 trailers and all that shit. So you kind of saw that coming. And I liked kind of exploring the area, but once it came to like getting into combat and all that stuff, it just felt very Dishonored. It felt like they dishonored Prey. It's pretty good.
You're very proud of yourself.
I'm very proud of myself for that one. Yeah, it felt like they essentially dishonored Prey, and I mean that as a double entendre in that they dishonored the franchise because there was a lot of people that fell in love with Prey, but they also gave it the treatment of Dishonored, the game Dishonored, where it's like, oh, you can take multiple paths and it's a first-person game and blah blah. But Dishonored just felt so much smoother than Prey does. So far, I mean, we'll see.
You're going to keep playing it, though.
I'm thinking I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to try to give it a chance. I mean, 45 minutes isn't really enough to really give a game a chance, I feel. I got to delve in. And on top of it, it was like one of those moments where I was just like, all right, I got to play this game because if I don't play this game, it's just going to sit here for like another month and I'm never going to play it. So I was just like, let me boot it up, get it installed. And then I started playing a little bit. Okay, all right, okay, all right. And then I get to a point where somebody's like, hey, be careful what you touch. And I see a chair move. And I was like, oh, fuck. This is going to get ridiculous, isn't it? This is going to get a little ridiculous. So I was like, oh, look, like, I got to go by the chair. So I went by the chair, and sure enough, a mimic pops out. And I was like, okay, predictable. Bong. I start beating the shit out of the mimic. I was like, so basically, these mimics can hide into any object that's in the area. That's cool. I'm pretty sure that the fighting could have been improved so that then I can adjust for these mimics that fucking zip around the scene like psychopaths. Like, it's hard to track them.
Yep.
It's very difficult to track them, and the fighting mechanics
and they take
in the game,
your health.
And the fighting mechanics in the game is just like, it's difficult to track these fuckers. Even when you have the glue gun or whatever you call it, it's still hard to track these bastards. It's not like a first person shooter where it's like
first person shooter. Wolfenstein.
Not just Wolfenstein, even Dishonored has better, like, you can track things a lot easier. Even in the first Dishonored, where you had those guys that were fucking teleporting left and right, it was still much easier to track them. You can't track these mimics. So I think the idea was cool, but the execution was weak. But hopefully, if I unlock some attributes, maybe it'll be something that hopefully.
That could happen. So you heard it here. If you watch what you pick out for games too on your backlog, you don't want to have a crappy game.
You don't want to have a crappy experience that'll turn you off to gaming, and then you don't join us for the holiday season.
Which is going to be a great holiday season.
Yeah, it's going to be all right.
It's going to be great.
It's all right.
And it's not going to be as good as next year when Spider-Man comes out.
Yeah, whatever.
Just saying. So yeah, and check out your backlog. Look at some good deals that are coming out, and enjoy this nice little calm before the storm. Because then you get all the crazy games.
What storm? What storm, Pete?
Before the Storm, Life is Strange, out August 31st.
Bullshit.
If you didn't know, I'm joined with the best ponytail in the business.
It's fabulous.
It's Mr. Nicholas De Jesus.
And I'm always joined by the host with the most, Mr. I'm Wondering himself, with the Kango cap in tow. It's Mr. Peter Anderson.
As I live and breathe, we are Improv Gaming. We come to you live every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on youtube.com/ImprovGaming, over on Facebook Live, and over on twitch.tv/Improv_gaming. We also come to you...
Hey, he didn't forget the underscore.
I never
Good job.
You used to forget the underscore.
I used to forget everything.
You used to say backlash or backslash. And I was like, what the fuck is he saying?
Yeah, that's all right, Pete. I was just making sure everything operated.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Just making sure.
No problem, Pete.
We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday with little bite-sized 15 to 20-minute chunks like today. And on Thursday, what are we talking about, Nick?
On Thursday, should you feel torn as a Mass Effect fan that Anthem looks so good?
Join us on Thursday and find out. And as always, game on.